What is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to another edition of On the Road to Victory. I am your host, Jimmy Smith, and we're here for Victory Monday, and I know your asses are just as excited as I am. You sickos have been hanging in there. We've been watching things with this team develop. Things come together, and we've heard all the slander about our birds, and let's keep it real. Throughout this bye, we are going to enjoy sitting back, relaxing, and listening to them all move their goalposts, make their excuses, find whatever helps them get through the night. And I can't wait to indulge in all of it because, ladies and gentlemen, the Philadelphia Eagles are the best team in the NFL at 8-1, and Herschel wants to come on in and let you know. I was just about to tell you, I apologize. I had to start a couple minutes late here because Herschel would not shut up. So he's obviously got this game on his mind as well, and he's keeping his streak alive of trying to ruin every video that I make. So Herschel is a trash bag like the Cowboys. That's how he's been treating me. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm excited here. Hope you're excited for the Philadelphia Eagles at 8-1. And look, we know there's been some things that have need to be worked on. We have seen this team work on those things, and we've seen it mid-game. We've seen the adversity of this team, allowing 17 points in the first half and then only allowing 6 in the second half. You've seen this team go through a lot of things with the injuries and obviously new coordinators, all kinds of things throughout this first half of the season, but perfect time with this bye coming up. Get healthy. And look at Jalen Hurts, even with a banged up knee, going out here and showing people just all the narratives they try to create about him are just false. This kid is developing just as we have tried to convey here for years. So love to see that the world has now had to bear witness. And the Cowboys, they put up a good fight. I will give them a little hat tip there, but let's be real here. The better team won this game regardless of injury or whatever. And look, man, woo, what a barn burner it was. I'm still feeling the effects from it. Holy crap, I can't even talk. I don't even know where I am half the time. Last night was insane. I can't stress enough how much I love this team and how much wins like that, that's what it's all about, and people can slander all they want. They can whine and, focus on whatever negativity, and they're going to, because we've got a bye week here. So they're really going to have to go through it for a couple weeks, knowing that the Eagles are the best team. And hey, man, I feel bad for them. I try to help them before the season started, try to express to people, you're going down the wrong path, and you're going to trash the Eagles. You're in for a really tough time. And, well, we're all going to say a little prayer for them tonight because we see them going through it. And I see Deshaun Jackson trolling Des Bryant. Go check out all the stuff I was posting. Love to see A.J. Brown sharing some love for Dallas Goedert because obviously you're going to see bad things happen in football. And, with a great win over Dallas, then you lose Dallas. And sounds like 4 to 6 weeks, just like last year. So going to get him back at the right time, hopefully. I hate it. I love me some Dallas Goedert. And we're finally getting some of him in this offense. And it's unfortunate. It is. But, hey, next man up. And I made a video earlier today talking about it. And not only did we talk about the tight ends that are on this roster and the practice squad, but I went through and gave you 20 free agent options as well as 20 players on other teams' practice squad. So go check that bad boy out or whatever the hell's on your mind, but it's Victory Monday, so let's effing go. I appreciate you tuning in. We've got some diehards in the house here, and that's what I like to see. Let's effing go. Go Birds. You know it, and you know it, dude. You're seeing all of the excuses, all of the tears coming out, and I love every second of it. And as we try to explain, look, this is going to be a tough time for you, and if you're one of those people that your content is only arguing with Eagles fans or arguing with Cowboys fans, hey, this is your week, but just letting you know that once it all comes crashing down as a Cowboys fan for you, God bless you. Best of luck. But you see it, man. They're down there struggling, and it's unfortunate for them. So we'll see how they all come back from this. They're all going to try to figure things out. They're all going to see what they can come up with to try to be as negative as they possibly can. And I'm going to be here laughing directly in their face. So love every second of it. Hope you guys enjoyed every second of that game. But go effing Birds. I can't say it enough. Cowboys losing to the Eagles is always something special. And you're going to hear it. It's not even a rivalry. Game didn't even matter. Who cares? I love it. It's cute. It really is. But we all know they cared. That was their Super Bowl. That is the only thing that they were hoping for this year. I mean, sure, they're hoping to get past the second round, but we all know that hasn't happened since 1995. So highly doubt that's ever going to happen for them. And that's just unfortunate. But let's take a look at this race here in the NFC East. And as you can see, it's not even close when it comes to number one. Now, it is a close battle for the bottom of the barrel. So the Cowboys are definitely still competing to be the worst. So they've got the Commanders. They've got the Giants. That's more of their realm, when talking about teams that you could compare them to. The Eagles, clearly in a completely different league there. So as you see the NFC standings here, 8-1 atop, and not only the NFC, but we are atop the NFL. Best record. No one else is 8-1, so love to see that. But the Cowboys now falling to 5. You see the Commanders at 8, and then the Giants at 13. So some pieces moving around here, but only one that hasn't is the Philadelphia Eagles being number 1. And I can't stress it enough that I'm not changing my preseason prediction. And, well, that's that the Eagles are winning this Super Bowl. But like I said last year, they're building a dynasty. They're building something. Shut up, Herschel. Building something truly special. I apologize. My dog he has to try to ruin everything that I try to work on every day for hours. It's truly a fantastic thing. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to let him or the negative Nancy's out there break the stride. So let me hear what's on your mind, how you're feeling about this. Now, clearly I'm busting balls. The Cowboys put up a good fight, and we knew CeeDee Lamb was going to go in this game and do some things. There were times that, Darius Slay was with him, and Darius did much better than everyone else. Eli Ricks got cooked alive. Sidney Brown did as well. So, look, man, we know that people are injured and we're going to have issues. We got to keep trying to figure that out. But the one thing we talk about is Bradley Roby coming back after this bye week. That's something that is necessary for this defense. We signed him for a reason, and he's going to be here. You've got some guys on the practice squad that maybe you work some things out. You got to figure out what you're going to do at nickel. But clearly, moving pieces around, it is not ideal. Now, Sidney Brown, I love using him as a weapon. I don't want him to be the starting nickel corner. I've stressed it enough. I mean, I wanted him before the draft for a reason, so this is no knock on him. But he's not a starting nickel in the NFL. That's not why I wanted to draft him. Third safety, let him develop. All those things I talked about. That's how I feel about this. And, of course, because of injuries, guys are going to get thrown in the fire. And, not just Maddox and McPherson, but as I mentioned, Roby, who will come back after this bye. So for me, I really think that, this team, we're only going to get better. And we're already showing beating teams like the Dolphins, Cowboys. The only team you lost to was one of the worst teams in NFL, Jets. That shows you any given Sunday. That shows you when you're shooting yourself in the foot, you can lose to anybody. But we have proven we can beat anyone. Doesn't matter what kind of weapons you have, this, that, the other thing. And, when you talk about getting healthier, Byard getting on the same page, we talk about this. Look, expect some bumpy roads here until these guys, get things down. And look, you saw that. So Byard, Blankenship, they'll get things on the same page once the, secondary finally has, the same, different starters in 9 games. Like, that's crazy, man. So why don't we get healthy here? And when you talk about that front that we have, front 7 and sometimes 6, it really just depends on what they're doing. 8, I don't know. I mean, this team, they really, obviously, it's predicated off getting pressure. So we need to get more pressure, do things like that. We talk about it. But what I remember, watching this team win a Super Bowl, okay, with Ronald Darby and Jalen Mills. And I feel that the front we have right here is better than that. And I feel that this offense is better than that 2017 team. So to me, I've definitely seen some issues. Slay and Bradbury, both at times, not just the young guys. Everybody's had their issues. So it's, hey, you don't like it, but I also don't care. I also think that once things really start getting on the same page here, because I really feel that, we're still ironing things out. And when you've got all these injuries, it makes it hard. So for me, I'm very confident in this team. And look, we've got, a couple weeks before a game, so you're going to hear people just spinning whatever narrative they can to get people to click and be upset, and that's just kind of how things go. But I'm going to be here trying to do my best to get you pumped up, as I do every week, and try to convey why I think this team is going to win the Super Bowl. And each week I try to gauge, are you guys with me? You ready? Because we're going to go win this damn thing, and they can keep making whatever excuse they need to sleep at night, but I'm telling you, it's happening. So let me jump back over here to these comments, and they're saying whatever they need to, and it's truly beautiful. And look, I just smoke them and move. I don't got time for that stuff, bro. I like to talk football. These guys like to talk about nonsense and just create narratives, do whatever. And, bro, I'm feeling great, been having a great day. I'm just, things like this would be like, that you can't let football dictate. Yes, I can. The Philadelphia Eagles are something near and dear to my heart, and when they win, especially against the Cowboys, I'm going to jump for joy. But, hey, look, they're going to – that's how some people live, man. We got to do what we do, and that's just stay positive and watch these birds whoop some ass. So, look, go effing birds, you know it. And Reed, he definitely had his issues here, but we'll see, man. And, hey, man, I know you're a believer. Let's go. I just need you all with me here. I'm trying to conduct this bad boy. We're going right to the Super Bowl. I'm telling you, when it happens, we will rejoice. But we are going to go through some things along this road that we have spoke of for months now, ladies and gentlemen. So do not let them get you off track here. I'm telling you, you see it all the time, and it's hilarious. I try my best, but I try not also to engage too much with the media. But every time I see them lying to you or doing something, I always try to step in, telling you the wrong cap, trying to tell you this guy's getting tricked. Insanity, man. And that's them doing their best to just create whatever narrative they can. But, bro, it's going to be a tough one for them. Now, I've got some things planned, throughout this week. I'm going to be redoing this room. Got a lot of stuff I need to get done. So nothing too insane, but I'm going to be checking in with you, making sure we get through this bye week together. Going to give you all the stuff you need to know about this team. Recaps on the roster, the practice squad, breakdowns, all that stuff, because people are always asking me who these players are, what's going on, this, that, the other thing. So I'm going to give you the recap of the team, the cap space, the future draft picks, all that stuff you need to know so that there is a video you can check, get all that information to know everything about the Philadelphia Eagles. But by next Tuesday, it will be right back, and we'll be behind enemy lines, baby, talking about this Eagles-Chiefs matchup. And, oh, my God, I can't wait. I'm not going to lie to you, very excited about that game, but I'm also just going to enjoy this bye because I need it. My heart needs it. Holy hell, my soul just needs it, man. And look, I love it. And look, this team, hey, however long it took you guys, February, if some of you were before that, love it. I've been preaching it since last year when I talked about we're going to make it to the Super Bowl this year. I don't know if we'll win it, but we're going to make it. And, I'm crazy. Hurts can't develop. Howie sucks. We got to fire him. You remember that stuff. And it was, no, we're going to make the Super Bowl. If not, okay, but we're going to win one by next year, and we're building a dynasty here. I'm sticking to it. I am, and I love that you guys are with me. Let's effing go. Yo, so, hey, we keep getting better, Curtis, and obviously, that's something, people will always bring up, and not what you're saying, but people will say, oh, well, you got to stay healthy. And it's like, yes, I mean, you also don't want the stadium to explode. You don't want, a free car accident. None of those things, I'm speaking as the standpoint as to what this team is and if they're staying healthy, the people that are supposed to come back, the things that will help this team. So getting Justin Evans back and, Quiz, okay. But, you're getting pieces, obviously Cam Jurgens, and you saw Steen, he had his issues, but I thought overall did well and a very bright future. I think he is the right guard of the future. So go effing birds. You know it. Let's go, dude. But I hope you guys all seriously enjoyed that. I got to go up to my brother's cabin, had a great time there, man. Just spending time. Anytime I have the woman with me, I'm very happy because she can always calm me down, keep me sane. And oh my Lord, that game was such a barn burner. And I said it again yesterday when we were down. It was like, look, man, this is the perfect time you put money on the Eagles. If you're giving up on this team once they go down, you got the wrong ones, baby, because this team does not give up. And that's one thing we talk about. It's how it's not getting knocked down. It's how you get back up. So we've proven, come get it. Anybody can come get it. So, look, bro, Anton, I've been preaching it and preaching it and preaching it, and I will continue to do so. We are the best team. Everybody talk, they got the gauntlet after the bye. No. Again, It's not us looking at our schedule saying, oh no, it's them looking at their schedule saying, oh, son of a bitch, we got to play the Philadelphia Eagles. And I don't blame them. They're in for a tough time. I'm not going to lie to you. They're in for a very, very tough time. And yes, you want to continue to play football for sure, my man. And this team, I think that, yes, they sure did. I think that, this team is clearly built to continue to get better. And I've talked about it over and over and over and over and over and over and over again each week when it's this guy sucks or got to trade this guy or cut this guy or fired everybody. I'm standing firm right here, dude, and just no. Actually, this is how it needs to go. So each week we're going to continue to do that. But these Victory Mondays I look forward to, and this is the 8th edition this season. And oh boy, I am enjoying. And that's right, we are the one who knocks. And I'll be real, I wouldn't answer if I were them. And look, this team, I know there are some things that people want to get upset about. And I've seen it in the comments. People were pissed about the win. Look, I get it, man. I do. But for me, I'm not. I enjoy winning. I love my Eagles. And when we get a W, I'm a happy person. So I'm not going to let people break that. And especially in a bye where I talked about it this whole week. We need it. I need it for my soul. I need to relax. I want the videos just to be talking about how we're going to the Super Bowl. And yes, we've still got the second half of the season, but I'm just letting you know I'm not changing my stance on that. I'll continue to say it until they're all repeating it. I promise you. As I said back then, oh, you're seeing it, and it's happening. Oh, trust me. And that's right, Candy. They gotta play us. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed that game. Oh, my Lord. I know you did. I'm still feeling it. My heart is still pounding. It feels like it literally today, I couldn't even get it right. I was just, oh my God, stressed. Everybody that wanted to talk about it. Let's go. I was just getting amped up each and every damn time. So, I'm going to keep that spirit, keep that energy, and you guys keep tuning in. I'm going to keep bringing it, and they're going to have to keep moving goalposts, letting me know how they're with me. Oh, I'm actually now with you. Before it was, if you could. And look, I don't understand it. I don't why people always want to try to argue. And it's like, bro, I'm not here to argue with anyone. I'm here to have a good time, enjoy our birds. And someone telling me that Goddard isn't going on IRs. And if he goes on IR, it's 6 weeks. That is not, but they work with the NFL, but they don't know that the IR is only 4 weeks. Look, man, I'm literally just trying to help you with simple, basic things that I know. And not everybody knows them. So, Jesus, if you don't... Oh, God. Get happy, please. This is what I said. If you can't get happy after this Cowboys game, when we beat them 8-1 atop the NFL, going into a bye week, I don't know what to do for you. I'm trying. I'm trying. Game was even. Yo, there was some bullshit. They weren't calling for us, all that. They can make whatever excuse they need, man. And we don't want to hear it. We don't want to hear about any of that stuff. And yes, it did. And we talked about that, man. Not only getting things healthy, but we talked about, if we traded for anybody, we get fired, as you mentioned here. And it's all those things coming to fruition that we talked about, coming to fruition. I can't talk today. But all these things are happening, man, because I'm trying to map out what I see here. And, it just kind of happens to happen every time that we talk about it every season. So what I'm saying is with this one, we've got new coordinators. So why don't we just be patient and watch these things? We've got a bye week coming up. We can go into that thing with no or one loss, we'll be just fine. And look, dude, nobody thought it would be the Jets. Maybe when Aaron Rodgers was there, but hey, that just goes to show you any given Sunday. But this team, took me an hour or two to process. Oh, dude, I had a 2-hour drive home, so we hung out for half hour. It was the last time at the cabin, so. We hung out and we got on the road, dude. And of course, it's nighttime now because you took the hour away at 5:30. So it just seemed like it was already late. But, bro, I was wide awake. I'm like, oh, my God. And I remember I was just in my zone. And usually when I'm driving home, it's you guys know, 2, 3 a.m. So I'm just thinking to myself, man, there's a lot of cars. Thinking it's really late. And I remember just looking over. I was like, dude, what the fuck? It's 9:30. It was just so crazy. The whole 2-hour drive. It was just flying by, and I was literally in a zone where I couldn't stop thinking about this game, dude. I was just so happy, man. Just seeing all these things that we talk about, and it's not about being right. I don't care about being right. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I love being right, but I want the Eagles to succeed. That is the key here. So people get mad, oh, I didn't want you to be right. It's bro, if you're an Eagles fan, you should want me to be right. The things I am projecting, but people hold personal vendettas. Weird for me. I sit in a place of joy when the Eagles win. And look, I break down how things need to be fixed all the time, all that great stuff. But for me, the Eagles, that's my escape. That's what this is. And that's why I created this. And for you, those of you that like, coming here and love your birds, I hope that it's your escape too. But hey, look, whatever excuses they need, we'll still laugh right in their face. I'm loving every second of it, and I'm going to enjoy it all the way through up to the Chiefs game, baby. Well, not really. I'll be back next week behind enemy lines, and we'll be talking all about the Chiefs. What's crazy is we talk about it one day, Victory Monday, right? That's the day we talk about the win, and then we move on. We're not going to, dwell on it. Obviously the players, they need to move on, do their own thing. Obviously it's funny in these parts. You can talk about it as much as you want. I'm just saying today we're talking about a whole week to enjoy the Eagles beating the Dallas Cowboys. That's right. We're going to sit back and enjoy a full week of it. And obviously I'm not going to be making videos all week talking about the Cowboys because I don't build my brand on talking, and I don't like that stuff. I love trashing the Cowboys, but I like actually talking football more. So I think we're going to take our shots all week, don't get me wrong, but I'm not going to dedicate any shows or bring on any Cowboys fans that have no idea what they're talking about. That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. But my man Dylan in here, what an effing game it was. And look, his team, they're just going to keep putting up W's, and that's all we can ask for. And get into the postseason healthy and do your thing from there. And we want to get home field advantage. We want to dictate these games, in our house. So I'm pumped up. Hope you guys are pumped up for this thing. It's only going to get better from here. I'm telling you. 3 for 3 in the red zone. Yeah, they don't want to. And we talked about that last night. We talked about the first, drive, Kenny Gainwell. I was laughing so hard. And I know so many people were probably punching their TVs. Got to cut Kenny Gainwell. This is the shot Penny Gainwell. It's like, who is telling these people this stuff? Because they're clearly not watching this team and have no idea of what's going on here. So I love the fact that, you look at what this team was able to do, and we talk about, them improving on all these things each week, at the beginning of the season. Oh, they're not running enough. Oh, well, now they're not passing enough. And now it's always this goalpost moving, right, Candy? It's always, now they don't know what they're talking about. So the red zone stuff, we talked about it. Yeah, it's an issue, but we're going to work on it. Oh, what do we do? So perfect point here by Candy that let's be real here. This team is literally getting better right in front of us. As I mentioned in the beginning of this video, you're watching it unfold. And in games, you're seeing the adversity. You're seeing them claw back. You're seeing all these things, making the adjustments that are needed that, obviously last year on defense, especially, adjustments just weren't made at times. But look, I think for me, we talk about it, each week it's going to be reactionary. People want to fire everyone, cut everyone. This guy sucks, this, that, the other. I've seen it yet, but I'm surprised people haven't turned on Eli Ricks because he did it horrendous. I think he allowed every completion that was thrown at him. So just really surprised those people haven't turned on him because usually it's week by week. Everyone's got to get cut, and then they're the favorite player the next week. It's really hard to keep up with that stuff. But hey, I'm very excited about the improvement here. And we talk about just the play calling in general, not just in the red zone. But I think, look, Brian Johnson's been looking pretty good, and people don't want to talk about that, but we will here. And, that was definitely my favorite so far. I know I really just, I'm going to be smiling for this whole week, man, just enjoying every second of it. Be annoying with Taylor Swift. Oh, God. Well, it's not going to be for me because I sure as hell. But if you guys keep bringing it up, maybe it will be. But I definitely will. I would have never brought it up, but no doubt. But I know a lot of you guys are into that kind of stuff. So if there's anything you guys, I don't know what could be football related that they could possibly talk about, but I'm going to go ahead and pass on that. Dude, no thank you for that. Monday Night Football's going to have an anime. Oh, you know it, dude. They're going to be big into it, but you guys are more than welcome to continue talking about that. Me? No. But the sickos, let's go. That's what I'm here for, you sickos, because it's hilarious to sit back and laugh at, all these, fans that they should probably stick to Taylor Swift and stuff like that, because at these times it really just, they spend all year talking shit on us, right? And then it just all comes to limelight. And then instead of just, hey, I don't know what I'm talking about, let me take it on the chin, it's, let me make something up. Let me find a play where I can make a graphic, where I can whine about it. Let me ask you guys something. In the years and years that I've been doing this, I know only a couple years on YouTube, but for those of you that have followed me on Twitter and Facebook before here, have you ever seen me create clips? Like, did I go into the Super Bowl and make it like a water world? Did I have like Kevin Costner riding in the jet ski? Like, sure, we made some hilarious pictures and laughed about it because they kept bringing it up, and they just kept bringing it up and bringing it up and all season. And it was like, yo, dude, nobody's making excuses. We're looking at the facts that you definitely wet the field, whatever, penalties and shit like that. Okay, call whatever you want. But look, man, we don't want to hear anything. I don't ever want to hear excuses. They're going through it though right now because all year they were talking trash, and this is what happens when you're not a better team. So we'll see if this team continues to make them think that they can talk the way that they have been, but I highly doubt. The Cowboys kind of just showed their fans, hey, look, man, we're not really going to back up anything that you're saying. So tough times for them. Tough times. No chemistry in the secondary is what's killing us every week. Oh, not at all. Actually doing pretty well for not having that chemistry. And as I mentioned, 9 different starters in 9 games. That's kind of crazy, that they're doing so well. And a lot of people will watch the stats and not understand what they're watching, because you have to understand that, they have to throw. Literally, teams cannot run on us. We're the #1 run defense. So, yeah, as I mentioned at the beginning of the show, I want to get healthy. I'm all about it. But the media, they're going to whine and cry about everything they can. Me, let's go Birds! I'm pumped up, baby. 8-1. Let them cry. Their tears, they're fueling me. I'm telling you, I'm dead ass. Because when you talk about it all year and they keep each week, well, it's this. I hate. Well, this guy will trade. It's just, it gets old, baby. I'm a Birds fan. I'm gonna root for the Eagles. That's me. Out of touch after all the talking about during the last few weeks. Look her up because I knew what she did. Oh, yeah. I know exactly who she is. She's from Pennsylvania. So, and I know she's an Eagles fan, but yeah, I do not care. It's like the Chiefs the same bye week as us, but whatever, all good. Yeah, no doubt. I don't care. We're better than them. We're going to whoop their ass. So I really don't care, about that at all. All right. We got some tears coming. Hold on. All results for losses. The thing is, the point total. Yeah, I'm looking at 8-1. But yeah, we talked about that the whole beginning of this show. So yeah, man, allowing 6 points on that team, that was pretty amazing by that defense with all the injuries and things they had to try. And again, as I said at the beginning of the show, I can't wait to get Roby back. We really need someone at nickel to help us there. But, the media is going to whine and cry about it for 2 weeks. I'm going to laugh at it because I really feel that this team, it's only going to get better. I wouldn't put Bradbury in the slot, though. I would get Roby back. No matter how the offensive defense looks, they're going to be one play. Well, the thing for me, I mentioned at the beginning of this video was, our front seven is better than anyone. And I watched this team win a Super Bowl with Jalen Mills and Ronald Darby. So I don't really care. Yeah, I think, clearly good safeties. But for me, getting Roby back is going to be huge, as I mentioned. And I think that, having Bradbury and Slay have their issues, that sucks. But guess what? I still think we're the best team in the NFL, and we're going to be just fine. We were the #1 pass defense last year, and people hated that. Fire Gannon, I hate being #1 against the pass. But now they want to be #1 against the pass, and I just don't understand. I thought they didn't like being good. I don't know. I don't understand it anymore. But for me, this team's only going to get better, and getting healthier is going to be the key once Byard gets on the same page. So I don't want to have to repeat everything I just said, though. But you guys, if you want to rewatch it, all that stuff, I am very excited about this team. Kaylee had a first-round grade. He did not have a first-round grade. Not from anyone that knew what was going on. But no, he's developmental. He could be down the road, but he is nowhere near ready right now. But Roby is a nickel corner, so he's going to be playing nickel while Bradbury will stay outside with Slay, as we talked about. But if you guys rewatch this, want to talk about anything we talked about tonight, you have anything else on your mind, I got to get going here. Sorry, not trying to cut you guys short, but I got to get going here, and then the half-hour mark is coming here. But we mentioned all that stuff, talked about it earlier. But if you have any further thoughts, want to continue talking about this, feel free after this show is done to comment down below. I will always talk some Birds with you. but still got some things to finish up. And this week, I cannot wait to finish this effing room. Oh my God, it's driving me insane. All this shit around me. It's driving me insane. But I hope you're all having a great start to your week. How could it not be? Eagles, #1 in the NFL. After beating the shit out of the Dallas Cowboys, and you love every second of it. So, oh boy, do I love it. Darby and Allen wasn't bad. Yes, they were. We had good safeties, linebacker. No, our linebackers weren't good either. And our corners right now are way better than Darby and Mills. I can assure you of that. I believe we'll beat KC. Oh, hell yeah, my man. I'm right there with you for sure. Notice Eagles moon graphic. Yeah, we're standing on top of them. First round grade 2 years ago. Hey, look, again, I don't know who you're following, but I would stop following people that don't know what they're talking about. Yo, you rock as well, all you diehards, you sickos. I love the hell out of you. Liz, tuning in right at the end. Yo, I cannot thank you enough for that. Now I feel bad that I was just rolling out on you, but I do have to get going. And it's so weird. It's like dark as hell. I'm like, it is before 6:30, right? Because I got to get going. But I really cannot thank you enough for that. Seriously, means the world, Liz, and hope you enjoyed that game. I know you did. Had some good laughs with you last night and this morning. I know you're getting back all those Cowboys fans, all those people who want to talk their trash. Well, let them know the birds are here, baby. #1 in the NFL, and there's nothing they can do about it. They can whine and cry and change whatever they need to. Look, I just, whatever they need, I'm here for it, and I love every second of it. Yeah, man, that Super Bowl we won, man, we actually had a lot of backups, and I loved that team. That was the only person that predicted we win the Super Bowl. So trust me, I know the team. I'm just telling you, this team is actually a lot better. So whoever's telling you that, Ringo should be the starter right here, or that team, I'm assuring you, they need to learn what's going on. But hey, you're a true sicko. You tune in when you're at work, you're doing I can't thank you enough for that. But Herschel's now freaking out. I told you I had to get out of here before it happened. So well, not really, but we did have some good ones. But most were banged up and things like that. I think we had to get, who was it, like Ellerby or something like that off the streets. Whoo, wild times. But ladies and gentlemen, I know a lot of people don't know that roster became fans after that very clearly. But look, ladies and gentlemen, I love you all. I hope you're having yourselves a beautiful Monday. How could it not be 8-1? I can't stress enough how beautiful that is to be the best in the NFL. But if you need anything, you want to talk to more birds, you need a friend, anything going on in life, I'm always here for you, as you are for me. Appreciate you hitting that like button, subscribing. I'm going to be putting out content throughout this week. Do not fear. But we'll be back next week with Behind Enemy Lines. Right back to it. Don't worry. But enjoy this bye week. Enjoy talking crap to all the Cowboys fans, all the rest of the haters, the Eagles whiny fans, all of them. Put them right in their place, laugh in their faces. But Liz, thank you again for that super chat. And a big thank you to each and every one of you for tuning in here tonight. I cannot thank you enough for that. And I'll be back tomorrow. But until then, I appreciate you all and love you all. But until next time, I'm Jimmy Smith, and this is On the Road to Victory. You all stay safe out there. And as always, say it with me now. Go Birds!